I'd like to introduce you to a sewing notion that I use for sewing and quilting. It's the pattern notcher, a novel tool that cuts accurate, defined notches when sewing and marks templates when quilting. Donna Fensky, Nancy's Notions sewing specialist, joins me to share the features of this unique product. Donna and I get to test many sewing notions and products, and when we were sent the pattern notcher, we had a kind of a fun time working with it in a very traditional way and then a non-traditional way. It's a pattern notcher.
First of all, the tool itself has like a little die cutter that creates a 1/4 inch cut and a 1/16 of an inch wide. And we use it basically with commercial patterns to notch and mark all of our markings that we have on a pattern. And so it gives us a nice depth for our notches.
And we like that depth because we often finish our seam allowances.
A lot of times with clean finishing, with the serger, you kind of lose your markings.
Right.
And it gives you enough depth and width of the notch so that you can always find your notches.
It works like a scissors, but it gives a much deeper, definite mark.
So on this sample, I'm simply going to insert the pattern and the fabric between the little notcher and simply click, and we've created a notch.
It's simple, but the best part about it is that it gives a defined marking. Now, the very non-traditional way to work with the pattern notcher is to notch quilting patterns. And Donna, you like to use it on freezer paper if you needed to mark stitching, tying points, stencil grids.
It's great to team up with freezer paper because just doing some creative folding and I can create kind of a new, kind of like a stencil, and simply cut and open up my freezer paper and fuse it in place on my quilting block.
So after this would be pressed into place, you simply go through and mark the various areas where you would like to do some quilting or tying, and then remove this, and through the stencil you have the markings, which I can see in light blue. Then you can just press this onto another area. So these are two unique markings and usings for the pattern notcher. The pattern notcher has many hidden talents. Use it for sewing, serging, or quilting. It's a one-step notion that snips and marks. If you order today, it will soon be on its way.